The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. About to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Houston wants to play fast.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give to the tailback. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. He made the catch, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Power football with the run. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. He'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Houston going up-tempo.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Give to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Was to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Having a playmaker like like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The Cougars get it past the sticks. Now on first down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped after making the catch. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Keeps it going. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on second down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Shakes off the tackle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You can break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Complete out of the backfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. They went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the 16-play drive, it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory. Yeah,
there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
On target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll pull it on the read.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Houston wants to play fast. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got rid of it just in time.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd down and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. It's caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together. And that ball is picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut into the lead. Touchdown, Houston. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man down the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver to create enough separation to create a positive game.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. He's looking deep. Pulls it in inside the and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Cougars in the hurry up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's up to 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his target down the middle. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They move the tight end all over. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he wants it all. Got it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Houston going up tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there, and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle, it's Wood. Makes a catch and knocked down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Houston going up tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over UConn.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Houston wants to play fast. Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Shotgun snap on third down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up second and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Good enough for 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes his connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. But listen, I don't think they can fix